Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft, where last time was a while ago. Was a very long while ago. First things first, I want you all to thank Xander down in the comments. He helped me figure this thing out. Turns out I just had to delete one little file, not install, reinstall Minecraft, or freaking install drivers and all that stuff. He did a quick Google search, turns out he found the solution before I did. So everybody thanks Xander down for helping me out with this issue. Now, I didn't watch my last video to find out what I'm doing. What am I doing? I think I'm gathering light gray wool. I could be wrong. Actually, pretty sure I'm right. Yeah, pretty sure we gotta get some light gray wool. Oh, one thing. Turns out I had to delete. Okay, so if this ever happens to you, where an old version of Minecraft in Java at least doesn't work, go to your .minecraft folder in %appdata and delete the options.txt file. For whatever reason, turns out the newer Minecraft games mess with that same file. And old Minecraft doesn't like that. Not like this creeper. But yeah, sorry for the delay. At least we found a solution. Again, thank you, Xander. Maybe this whole video may just be thank you, Xander. But now we can continue to what we were doing. Something seems off. Something seems off. What seems off? Something's off. Aha, there it is. My FOV. I can set a thing to 90 usually. What else? Sounds fine. Sensitivity's fine. Videos, brightness, graphics. Everything's fine. So, deleting the options.txt file does mess around with your settings. Okay, now that feels normal. We're back to normalcy. And how are the sheep's doing? None of them are getting out? None of them are getting out. I was debating whether or not the emergency series needs to be deployed, as I was just straight up not feeling like recording after just being super sad about not being able to get Minecraft working. But that's settled with. I'm going to be recording, I think, one of everything today, so maybe a bit of Zelda, maybe a bit of Minecraft, maybe even a bit of Mario RPG. Those do take a long time, though. Do we have any more iron? I don't. Let's grab, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 shears, I guess. I really don't have any more ingots. Do I have any more coal? Oh, right. I guess shift click doesn't work. Now that I've been playing more modern Minecraft with my friends. Oh, I already had some here. Nice. Some things do feel off. Yeah, 3 shears should be more than enough. It's gonna be another freaking wool gathering episode. Unless I really want to try to figure out a cobblestone farm. Which I keep saying about it, and I keep thinking about it. And the more and more I think about it, the more and more I don't want to do it. Oh, look, stuff didn't even despawn. Come on, sheep. I need your wool. No way to automate this, so it's all done by hand. I've been looking at some Minecraft stuff as I've been, it's kind of concerning, I kind of went into a Minecraft withdrawal. It's like, man, I can't play Minecraft. Oh, what's the point? I tried playing this version of the game in so many ways. So I tried the 1.1 version. That one didn't work. The 1.25 version. That one didn't work. And then 1.3, I think was the last one I tried. that one didn't work either, so I'm not sure what the newer Minecraft games are messing with it, but they should stop messing with it. I'm surprised it isn't like a singular file per version, for each version of the game. Not sure why they decided that all the options should be in the one thing. So that means I'm gonna have to avoid playing modern Minecraft, knowing that's gonna screw it over somehow. So that's nice. I have a reason to not play it. And to avoid it even. It just breaks my game. I bet there's probably a reason for it, though. Not a good enough reason, but there's a reason for it. I'm pretty sure it probably has to do that the more modern versions of the games have more settings than... Actually, one thing I should probably do. My mouse doesn't feel right. Like, I would go like this. Like, the sensitivity is off. It's like, but then if I do this, like a very slow mouse, but then this feels fine. And then this feels too fast. Let me just, hold on, something's off. Let me just make it just a little less sensitive. That's better. Yeah, I am very sorry for the lack of content, but really was out of my control. Oh, and then let me tell you, then I tried to install drivers for like my graphics card. It didn't work either. Because I have a very small, like a boot drive. I should probably get these guys. There's bound to be a time where I'm gonna need black ink. I may as well get it when it's easy. We'll let them grow a bit more. So then I have to like look for files. I didn't have like enough storage, so I had to delete files. But then I had to, then some files just straight up could not be deleted. So that was concerning. Ah, look at that, all of my old stuff. Ah, it's nice to be back home. Manually organizing everything. I guess you could go here, right? Yeah, I guess. I can go there. Here. Actually, no, I have separate stuff right here. So it might sound a bit different. Heck, even if I sound a bit more motivated. Now you know why. I just didn't have access to Minecraft, so. I could probably put some trapdoors there, couldn't I? At least make it a bit better. I can make the house better. I still have to figure out what the next project for the next version of the game is gonna be. It could be the house. It could be finally making a permanent house. Like, maybe make that better. Make this, probably take that off, honestly. It doesn't even work, so. Yeah, I know some of you may have missed some of the content, though it's content. I definitely miss playing the game. I mean, I still play the newer version, but it just doesn't feel right, you know? Not that it's worse. Heck, I would argue it's even better. But it just doesn't feel like... Oh, I may as well wait. There you go. It doesn't feel like this Minecraft. Plus, the new one is just, like, quite colorful. In a good way, you know? Where this one, you really have to go out of your way to get some color into the world. I say that as I'm gathering black and gray and black wool, but... in the newer versions of the game... Excuse me? How did you hit me? How'd that work? Hopefully it's not too loud, the sheep sounds. If it is, just tell me, I can lower it. Nice to be back. You could tell I didn't know about the issue until maybe a week after the last video. Because I already had stuff already recorded. I batch record these whenever I have time. So you tell me something in one comment. I will read the comments. Though I won't respond to all of them, as one, I may not have anything to say or respond with it, but I may leave a like or maybe even leave a little heart. Too bad you can't. I'm gonna show my age, aren't I? Back in my day, you could send personal messages through YouTube when YouTube was so much cooler. I mean, I was just like definitely not supposed to be on the internet at the time, but it was cool. You could leave like a star rating even, not just you either like it or you don't. Sometimes you kind of half like the video, so that's what the 3 stars were there for. I think honestly YouTube has less features than what it once did. I mean, on top of it all being like super sanitized, or even the algorithm kind of knows what you like. The almighty algorithm. Like, it existed back then, but it was much more primitive, I guess. Even then, you could just happen to stumble upon a good video much more easily. Now it's just like, oh yeah, here's like a content. You like sewing? Here's some side content. Maybe here's a plushie video next to it. It's trying to figure you out, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you want a hint, if you ever want to start YouTube fresh, just clear your watch history. You'll find more varied content rather than just the popular 1 million plus subscribers channels. You could try it. I mean, I think what I did was just like straight up just like clean out my subscription feed. And I would take notes like, okay, this guy was cool, let me watch his content, maybe they'll come back. Look at that zombie. Thinking he can get me. Where is the light barrier? Yeah, clearing your watch history and heck, even deleting all your subscriptions kind of helps figure out what you don't like anymore. Maybe you'll be like, oh yeah, this one guy was super cool, but then they kind of fall off, and you don't unsubscribe just because like, but he was so cool, man. But it's like, he's no longer cool. Like some YouTubers I used to watch like all the time, it's just like they move on to other games or just to do the same content they used to. Definitely like, okay, I'll unsubscribe. And now I'm really going out of my way, like very far out of my way, to look at much more smaller channels. I think it's just better. I wouldn't say it's better, like the content's better, but it feels more authentic. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Because I think at some point when you grow so big, you kind of like make the same video all the time, even if the content itself is different. But it's the same general style of it. Heck, maybe you subscribe for that style, and that's good. That means currently your YouTuber is liking what you put out. As for me, I'm gonna have to revisit some other things I used to upload. I still have not beat Mario Brothers 1 without warp pipes. That still bothers me to this day. Maybe I'll do it every now and then. But currently, I don't have my NES plugged in, so I can't quite do that. I could do the NSO, but there's really no but. I just like the NES more. I like the inconvenience. Like, I have to go out of my way, go to the shelf, pick out the game, put the game in, wiggle it in such a way that I may read the cart, and then I can play the game. That's how you know I'm dedicated to whatever game I'm playing. I do like my physical. I will forever get physical games up until the point I can no longer, or they no longer sell it. But I'm not gonna go digital. I'm just gonna be able to play the games in one way or another. Let's just put it that way. Maybe borrow it from a friend. Yeah, let's say that. I'm gonna borrow it from a friend. Some anonymous friend from some random website at some random point. I missed this. I really missed this. You guys have no idea how much I actually missed playing Minecraft. I didn't even get to advance on the bridge at all. I just couldn't. Straight up couldn't. So now it's just gathering resources. At some point, I'm gonna have to go through and get stone and coal, at least more of it. We're gonna need more stone bricks. We're gonna need more stone slabs. We're gonna need all of that. Man, I thought I could go through all 3 shears through one video, but turns out I may just need the one. And then I'll figure out what to do. But yeah, I think that's all the updates that happened. I guess other things that happened. What can I say to not get doxxed? And to be fair, if you want to dox me, go right ahead. I won't like it. I definitely won't. But it's fine. I'm just a small guy on the internet. There's really no reason to dox me. Right? Nah, doxing. Doxing, swatting, freaking. Bunch of guys is like, oh, I'm just gonna be super petty and take this IRL. I don't think I could ever be that petty. I'm gonna make this daytime before stuff. There you go. Oh, the rain sounds different. I don't think I ever noticed that. Modern rain sounds much different to older rain. I guess this gives me some perspective. I guess in that sense, I am very happy about trying or playing modern Minecraft with my friends. By the way, I was so confused when the redstone tutorial asks to be like, okay, make an observer and copper bulbs. My question, then I immediately follow that with like, there's copper and what the hell's an observer? Eventually I figured out what they do and how they work. They're so freaking cool. I imagine people went crazy with those things. And heck, even just like the comparator to see like how filled something is. Oh, and the hoppers too. Oh my god, they were so cool. I actually can't wait to get to that point. Whenever that is, I can't wait to get to that area. But besides that, besides the good old 2-3 weeks of modern Minecraft, that's it. That's my entire experience with Minecraft. I guess beta days. But I think one thing I realized that I really never got involved in the whole Minecraft community. Like, it's cool. It sounds cool. Sounds like people can meet a lot of friends that way, but I'm gonna keep to my single player world as much as I can. I think it's just a lot more fun. Much more peaceful. Much more like, I do what I want, whenever I want. And you know, all of you guys can judge me for it. I've always been a single player type of guy. Even back in like the golden era of multiplayer, you know, the original Xbox, the Xbox 360, the PS3, I can't get out of there. The PS3 and I guess arguably even early PS4 days, I would say that was the golden age of multiplayer. Nowadays, it's just like, I think once free-to-play games and I guess the loot boxes and freaking, what you call it? How do you call them? Freaking premium currency, they may have put a bit of a... just doesn't feel the same, I guess. Before it was like, oh, here's a single player game. And here's a kind of okay multiplayer game. On top of it all, for $60, if you want to unlock something, you better put in some hard-earned money. I guess not hard-earned money, freaking hard-earned hours into getting it. I don't really think I need much more cyan wool, but hold on, let me take a look. Let me take a gander at this. No, I'm still gonna need a lot of blue wool. Never mind. Let's gather both of those. Light gray wool. Don't think I need much gray wool, so I think the ratios are just fine at the moment. What was I on about? Right. You could tell. Much less quiet time, much more talky. How much I've missed playing this. It was just like a week of no Minecraft. No, more like 2 weeks. And it's just like... the withdrawal symptoms were horrendous. Oh. No! Hey, I got it. Didn't think I did. Like, I play Minecraft maybe like once every like 3 days. Not like from like morning to dusk. Definitely not that hardcore yet. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point. I'm really praying to a lot of things that it doesn't get to that point. But it sounds fun too, so maybe. I think I might have mentioned it in the last video. I'm really not sure. I haven't seen it. I've actually have not seen my old episode. I tend to just watch the last episode before I start recording the new batch, so I kind of know what I did talk about or not. But at this point, it's like, oh, I got it fixed. Let's get to recording. It just like immediately went to recording. But I did see my first black and white movie. That was fun. Pretty sure I mentioned this, but I'm not certain. It was The Last Man on Earth. It's pretty fun. I think what I did like a lot about it was seeing just the old housing, like just the old things. In general, it looked pretty cool. Like even something as small as like door hinges, right? I guess cabinet door hinges. Nowadays they're like inside and into the door. Before they were like on the outside of the door and exposed. They look much more. What's the word I'm looking for? It is more for show, but at the same time it also looked more robust. Much more detailed than the current ones, which like, here's a slab of metal, they connect each other, they look pretty ugly. But back then it's like, oh, okay, we have to make them look pretty because they're exposed and on the outside of the door. Not saying either one is better than the other one. They both have the pros and cons. I want that piece of wool, man. I do have to fix this. Heck, even like older cars, the styling was much more... I guess cooler. Honestly, cooler may be the right word. Modern cars just look kind of boring. They'll look kind of the same. Like, I think we're going back to being like boxes now. Thank you, SUVs. Thank you, trucks. For everybody having to have one in the US of A. Goodness forbid we have a nice small car for a simple family or something. Like, they still exist, but I think overall still the modern car is way bigger than what the old car used to be. And even then, they're like much more impractical. I guess like the old groceries, the old grocery store also looked much smaller. It seemed to me like even the shopping carts were much smaller. Maybe just people were thinner back then. Pretty sure. When people were thinner, I mean, people just generally bought less stuff. Even though it was much cheaper, but at the same time they also gained less money. But their money also held more value, so don't know how the math works on that one. Like, our stuff is big, but it sure is empty. Like, take a bag of chips. How many times have you opened the bag of chips and just complain like, oh hey, what the heck? It's nothing but air, and like the last third of it is the chips. But it's much bigger than what the old chips looked like. But the old chips were filled to the brim. I remember going to like the corner store like 2 days ago. Like, oh, you know what? I haven't had a candy in quite a bit. Like, I love sweets. I haven't had a candy in quite a while. Let me just get some. I guess I was looking for Shockers. First of all, they're not called Shockers anymore. They're called Chewy Sours, which, by the way, a very, very ugly name. No wonder it died off, but I used to love those Shockers. They were like the best candy to me. Now I can't even find them like in store anymore. So that's sad. Can't find those. I haven't looked. Maybe they're on Amazon, but I don't like digital shopping, especially for food. No, I need to see expiration dates. Need to make sure they're like the original ones. And I gotta make sure it's not open. Some things just online shopping can't do. That, you know, just in-person shopping does. Like trying out clothes. Trying to see like how smooth something is. Like, it's just not the same. I think I only ever bought like one piece of clothing online, like ever. And that's because the people making it were just, they only sell online. So it's like, well, I'm gonna have to take a risk. I sure hope it works out. It did work out. It did work out, thankfully. It is super soft. It is very cool. I like it. I love it. I love my Okami jacket. By far and away the nicest piece of clothing I owned. But then again, I don't really shop for clothing or clothes ever. Make it. I made it. Parkour master. Is it time yet? No. I think if I make it over there, it might be time. Yeah, definitely a lot of things have changed since this Minecraft and new Minecraft. I think new Minecraft definitely feels, or I guess modern Minecraft, more... what's the... I gotta think of that word. Damn it. I'm not good with words. I'm not good with talking. I may talk a lot, but I'm not good with words. My vocabulary quite small. It is much more uniform. Very samey, kind of weirdly enough. Just like different shades of color. I guess that's the way I want to word it, but yeah, these textures are ugly, but I like them. I didn't check out how modern bricks look. Ah, it's something I didn't check out. Well, I can't go check it out. I mean, I could, but I won't. I didn't even drop off the wool. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of going over there. I had to go drop off the wool. Let's see. I still have some steak. I think it's about time I go gather more stone. Actually, I think I need to go cook some stone. Let me go do that.